It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. It hurts my heart that we have ghetto black B words who hate America serving in Congress. So this is acceptable? Yet we're being told that service members are being hunted, service members are being doxxed for stating their opinions on things that were expressed by someone that passed. Okay. And now someone who is close friends with the President of the United States is allowed to make comments like this about an elected official. Yet I thought we were having a discussion about ending political violence. So posting comments like this is not violent. And this is only one of a few that she posted. I'm trying to be very mindful of my words because, you know, now if I were to post something like that, or if I were to say something like that, but then people would love to say, well, I don't have free speech because I decided to serve and protect my country. So that means that I don't have free speech. I can't say how I deem something to be offensive. I'm not allowed to say that I find certain things offensive. I cannot be offended because the powers that be have decided to embolden certain people who have made very offensive and dangerous remarks against myself and people that look like me.
You know what I got to say about that? As far as Laura Loomer calling Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black bee, Jasmine, sometimes when they go low, fuck it, go lower. Man, I've been trying to kill this fly here. Go lower. Let them bitches have it. Okay? Because they ain't gonna... Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Sometimes a bitch got to get punched in the mouth. Jasmine Crockett, if she come in your face, punch her in the mouth and say that's what a ghetto black bitch is. You gotta make her eat those words. Be that. If she think you that, be that. Cause I'm sick of Democrats acting like little soft, and we gotta be so PC about everything. Sometimes you gotta hit them right back. I don't want to say it's political violence because don't call me no ghetto black bitch. That's all it. Hey. You know, these are fighting words. If you in the ghetto and you call somebody a little black bee, you might get punched in the mouth. And that's just the thing. Jasmine puncher. I'm not saying I'm not calling on for political violence. All I'm saying is this is the stuff that we've been fighting against and saying this is what Ted Cruz was fighting against. We need to stop this rhetoric, right? We got to stop the rhetoric. Here go Laura Loomer, one day after. But people are saying that people are attacking elected officials for the rhetoric that they say. And here goes Laura Loomer. You know, but hey, if Ted Cruz want to keep saying it's coming from the left and it's coming from the right, give them a right and a left when they come at you left or sideways or far right, halfway. Give it to them. Anyway.
I know that some may think that I am, younger than I am. But just so y'all know, I am 12 years older than Laura Loomer.
And see, Jasmine, and she did that so nicely. Next time, call her a B. You gotta call her out her name. Give her that same energy because they're gonna keep doing it to you, and everybody be like, "This is why I don't like certain stuff." Okay, all right. They be saying, they try to come to black people with, harsh words, and if we come back at them, then they're, "Oh, I'm the victim. I'm the victim." Okay. No, don't, because we be trying to, I ain't finna do that because then they gonna make us exactly who they think us is. They gonna think it anyway, because you don't have to do nothing. Point example. Some white guys who are Trump supporters, because they have 47 hats on, went to Tennessee State University, which is a HBCU in Tennessee, if that didn't make any sense to you guys. They went to have a debate with black students about whatever issues they wanted to talk about. At first, they were having great debates, and then things got rowdy. And you know why things got rowdy? Because, let's say, Negroes be nigging. Niggas be nigging sometimes. Even though they in college, it is what it is. People got out of line. But if the white guys, if they really wanted to debate, they showed their hand exactly when they showed up with the Trump supporter hats, the MAGA hats. When they showed up like that, that immediately caused friction between anybody who wanted to have a debate with them. So they came there to rile black people up. And then when black people got rowdy, then they said, oh, look how they acting. They acting like this, they acting like that. Well, that's how you wanted us to act. You wanted us to react to your situation. Then if we don't react, then you still don't, that don't change your opinion about us, because you still came to our schools with your Trump hat on, trying to, you wasn't trying to convince anybody that we should vote for Trump. You was just trying to make us look stupid. And it's a lady, I watched a lady's video. Somebody sent me a video of Trump. Urban Resident sent me a video of Trump, of Charlie Kirk debating, and how Charlie Kirk's debates could be beaten by the same words that he uses. But I'll get into that later. But it's the same thing. All they do is come and tempt us with this nonsense, and if we clap back or we say it back, then, oh, look, she's acting ghetto, but you have this white lady called her a ghetto black bitch on fucking Twitter. Like, what are we talking about? Like, who's the ghetto one, right? You talking about somebody who responded back gracefully, but Laura Loomer still thinks she's a ghetto bitch, so it don't matter how she respond. It don't matter how she respond. Listen, I'm telling y'all the truth. If I lied to you, then you'd be like, oh, you're lying. I'm not lying to you. If you provoke blacks and they smack you, then don't provoke them. Like, it's that simple. Don't provoke. You shouldn't provoke nobody. If you provoke anybody, you provoke your neighbor and they slap you, then what? You know? You can't do that. And then we respond gracefully. Stop responding nicely. That's what I don't like about Democrats. They always being PC'd up. Like, sometimes you gotta call them back exactly what they are. Stop being so nice to them.
One of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color, because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was, specifically to us. And one of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out.
This was the video that Laura Loomer called Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black bee on. What did she say that was wrong? What did she say that provoked Laura Loomer to step out of line and call her out of her name? And see, that's why nobody ever, if she get hit in that cheek and silicone and pus fly out that mug, then everybody be mad. But you want to mess with a ghetto black chick and you wonder if some ghetto shit happened to you, be like, well, you did it. Y'all better leave these ghetto black chicks alone.
I talk to black folk all the time, and somebody that's the child of a preacher. Listen, most black people are not Republicans simply because we just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them. That's really what it is. But when we think about who we are as black people and we think about where we come from, most black people have very conservative values, right? But the reality is that, like, we just can't side with, like, the neo-Nazis in them. We not dealing with y'all like that, right?
And that's a fact. I have some conservative values, but I refuse to stand next to neo-Nazis. Because if they believe you racist and they stand behind you because they believe you racist, I can't stand beside them. Because that don't make no damn sense. Okay? Anyway, Laura Loomer says, why these bitches be trifling? What? Why these bitches be trifling? Girl, you finna play with me. Best be ready for the truth. I be spitting on your weave. I can spit mad bars, Jasmine. Baby girl don't like the taste of her own medicine. You feels me? Is that not racist? And y'all stand next to this? She says, Jasmine Crockett's homeboys and homegirls are big mad. I called her what she is, ghetto. No, you called her a ghetto black bitch. Say it again. Say it again. Stand on it, okay? I guess I finna watch my back. God forbid something pops a cap in my ass. Yo, you feels me? What the fuck? Laura Loomer is wild. See, this is why you gotta clap back at them the same way. Cause if they getting away with this, you see how Marjorie Taylor Greene gets at her. That's why she called her bad built, bleach blonde, butch body. What she call her? Built like SpongeBob SquarePants.
Donald Trump's closest advisors launch a racist attack against Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, posting this. She, of course, is in Trump's ear constantly, and so go ahead and pull it up. This is the tweet right here. It hurts my heart that we have a ghetto black bitches who hate America serving in Congress. Now, she was angry because of Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett's response on various shows to the shooting death of Charlie Kirk. Now, she posted that. Then she doubled down, mocking Crockett as a so-called DEI Shaniqua, a racist, sexist swipe meant to discredit her work. Now, Loomer has a long history of hate speech. It has been banned from multiple platforms. Again, Donald Trump calls her a free spirit and a patriot. That Donald Trump listens to her all the time. Donald Trump is taking her advice.
As I said, if racists think you racist and you stand by the racist, how could we stand by you? And how, man, and this guy right here, Roland Martin, he a lightweight conservative too. If I'm not, he got conservative values, but like he like Democrat or something. I don't know. But he one of them. But listen. If he calling you out, then you did something wrong. He tired of y'all dissing black people. I think he really he goes after people who come after black people. But he's still a conservative. But I'm telling you, man. If Donald Trump stands next to racism, I can't 100% be like, that's our guy. We're going to get to more about what's going on with Trump. But I'm just saying, how can we be with conservatives? How can we be with the conservative right and as black people and tolerate this mess right here? I can't do it. Y'all shouldn't do it. I mean, if you believe in people, and y'all say I'm not racist, then y'all should condemn this type of these type of words or these type of people who are in your political party. This is the stuff that y'all should condemn, but y'all don't. And let's not get on to, oh well, black people do this. Listen, I don't like that ghetto shit either. I moved out the ghetto. Why? Because I said once I get paid, I'm taking my black ass out the hood. Why? Because I knew it wasn't nothing good over there. The education sucks. The store sucks. They not ran by us. They come to our cities. They come to our sides of towns. They take our dollars and they take it to their family in whatever country they from or wherever they from, and they take it back to them. They take our money and they treat us bad in our own neighborhoods. They own, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why black people shop at these non-black owned weave stores. Why we should be? There was one in Dale City, Oklahoma, and I shared it out on so many deals when I was giving away my weave. When I was giving away the weave. The wig giveaway, I went to a black-owned beauty supply store, and I was shopping at a black-owned beauty supply store because why are we shopping at people who don't like us, who follow us around the stores, treat us like shit, and go take our money and go spend it with their family, and they don't put back into our communities. So we got to understand that right there.
She's actually led Donald Trump to fire a number of people from the federal government. But this is who these folks are, okay? They can't make an argument based on substance, so they have to resort to racist attacks. So, Andrew, none of us are shocked by the Loomers of the world. None of us are shocked how they act, how they respond. And so this is Donald Trump. This is MAGA. This is the Republican Party. And so, again, they can't make an argument on the merits, so they have to resort to race.
Exactly.
I love talking about racist Democrats and the Klan and things along those lines. Well, let's be real clear. The folks who were racist Southern Democrats, they're now Republicans.
And
no, they do. I was playing golf, and politics came up, and this white guy goes, yeah, I can't stand a lot of the crazy stuff he does, but I'm voting for him because of his policies. So, no, they are making a concerted effort. The folks who vote for Donald Trump are making a concerted effort to actually vote, to make a concerted effort to ignore what he says about women, to ignore what he says about black people, to ignore what he says about, all undocumented workers, they're all criminals. They all came out of prisons. Listen, a white woman made up the story about Haitians eating cats and dogs. And what happened was her animal was actually found. She later apologized. They made it up. But guess what? Donald Trump was on the airplane with Laura Loomer flying to Philadelphia, and it's no shock that that's when he brought it up in the debate against Vice President Kamala Harris. So this is who they are. They know that race works on the Republican side. You press the button of race, white conservatives react.
As I said, how can we stand next to them, even on the golf course, where we all are there for the love of the game? In fact, I'm going golfing in the morning. And yes, it's on the east side. The golf course named after a black man. White people frequent there. And those are the people who understand us and what we go through. But I'm not sitting here asking, I'm like, oh, we the victims. No, I'm saying we ain't got to be the victims, but we ain't got to take this shit either. We don't have, like, if somebody call me a black bitch, I'm going to call you a black bitch too. I'm going to call you right back what you are. Because if you think black people are ignorant, I'm going to just call, you ain't even got to be black. I'm going to just call you a black bitch. I won't even go at your race. Because it's all up here. It's all up here. Like, y'all gotta really think about this. Y'all gotta really think about this. These are the people that are in the conservative party. They are right wingers, okay? Red state voters. And if you say, I'm not racist, I don't like what they say, we'll condemn it. Call it out. Call out your own party. Because if I see stuff in the Democratic Party, and I tell them all the time, they weak. The Democratic Party is weak. You know what? And I don't like Joe Biden for what he did to Kamala and gave her like I started reading that Kamala book. It's like a diary. It tells every day leading up to the election. And I think it's a decent read, but I gotta finish it because I got too much shit going on. But what I'm telling you is, I call it out. I don't like it. If I see something in the Democratic Party I don't like, I don't like it. I don't put it on Twitter. I don't put it on Facebook, but I say it. But now y'all hearing me say it. Because I've been quiet for too long. I've been just letting this stuff go. We sit around and I've been listening to these messy stories and be like, damn. And I see some ignorant stuff that we do, and I say it. That's ignorant. I don't understand it. Why would you do this? Why would you even tell this story? But yet, we got bigger fish to fry because while we out here telling all these stories, we got people like Laura Loomer comparing low-life people to people like Jasmine Crockett, who are educated, good-looking. So what? She wears weaves and lashes and wigs and makeup and all. Who cares? Because Laura Loomer gets Botox at the tender age of 30. Okay, nothing against anybody who does it, but I mean, if you doing the same cosmetic stuff looking crazy as hell, you looking crazy and got the nerve to talk about somebody, just because you putting Botox, it don't make you bougie. It make you look like a fool. Literally, she looks like the puppet on Mr. Rogers, the queen puppet with the big red nose. She's ugly. Yeah, let me show y'all. This is her. Like the many faces of fucking Laura Loomer. That's what she started at. Now she want to be a ghetto black bitch with the she got black people. She want black people lips. Look at her, man. Let me find a picture. Let me find this picture real quick. Lady Elaine. Oh, snaps. She look like Lady Elaine. Don't that look like her? Boy, goddamn. Y'all thought I was lying. I ain't lying. Lady Elaine. I'm gonna start. Her name is Jasmine. Don't even respond back to her and call her Laura. Call her Lady Elaine. Call her what she is. Like, we got to stop playing with these people and push back.
So it's no surprise that Reagan refused to veto the anti-apartheid bill. That's no shock. It's no surprise. He opposed the federal holiday of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's no surprise that he made up the welfare queen story of a black woman who was stealing money on welfare. Okay, that's who he was. Now, he might have had a great smile. He may have been, the Gipper and all this sort of stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that he wasn't racist. And see, what we've done in this country, what we've done is, we have to understand there are racists and there are people who practice racial politics, and that's the difference. And so we have to recognize these things, and that's why I'm just saying that they are who they are. They are who they are, and they are going to use the issue of race. You could be talking.
I don't know if there's too much of a difference between racist and racial politics, because if you're race baiting, basically saying, just like the ICE commercial, if you want to join ICE, okay, you're going to be going after the murderers, drug dealers, and rapists, okay? That's what the ICE commercials say. Until you find out you're going to somebody's high school graduation and picking up their family. Until you going to, we're going to get on Alligator Alcatraz in a minute. So, because it all makes sense. All this stuff playing a part in racial politics. They race baiting the conservative right into pushing out this narrative to getting more of the race. If they get the racial part of America, the racist part of America, that's half of America right there. And then the other half who are conservative, they're not really racist, but they ignore the racial stuff, like he said, because they say, oh, his policies. Yeah, like the tariffs. And like the tariffs are really tearing America apart. Like we're gonna get on the pharmaceutical part of the tariffs tomorrow, but it's the same thing. It's his policies are this. His policies. He's tough on crime. He's tough on immigration. This country was found on immigration and racism. So now, because the white is no longer the another thing. What did they call the people when they brought them up? The white guys who came over on the first ships to America were, what were they called? I forgot what they was called. But anyway, somebody in the chat would tell me. But they were called something. But they weren't the best and the brightest of anybody. They were people who owed debts, people in prison, criminals, thieves. They brought the worst of them over here to this country to begin to start the country, to invade America, because that's what they did. They pretty much invaded America. They brought them. They didn't bring the best and the brightest. They left them over there in England and in Spain. Nah, they wasn't no pilgrims. I forgot what they was called. I'm gonna have to call my mama. Be like, hey mama, what they call them? But she know. Indentured servants. Yeah, indentured servants. That's what they was called. And they didn't bring their best. They brought over people who, they were basically white slaves. People who had to work off their debts. So they took them from their country over here to America. Okay? And those are the people who started it.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.